Hi friends, today we are going into the 13th week of AWS Developer Certificate. We are going to learn about deployments with CI/CD in AWS. First, we need to learn about what's the meaning of CI/CD. What is CI? CI means continuous integration. In continuous integration, developers frequently push code change to a shared repository. Every change triggers an automated build and testing process, ensures the new code integrates well with the existing system, helps detect bugs early, avoid integration conflicts. Explanation was when a developer commits code to commit Git code, GitHub or code commit, code build runs immediately. If something breaks, team knows right away. What's the meaning of CD? Continuous delivery. In entire CI/CD means continuous integration and continuous deployment or else continuous delivery. In continuous delivery, automatically prepares a code for release. It will go for tagging or question and answer. A manual approval is needed before final deployment. Continuous deployment goes one step further. Code is automatically released to production without manual steps after passing all checks. Once test cases are passed, code deploy pushes to the app to EC2 or S3 automatically. No need to log in to the servers or run scripts. Why CI/CD is most important thing? It will have faster release. You can ship updates, bug fixes, and features are quickly, sometimes multiple times a day. Automated errors detection, immediate feedback if the build fails, saving debugging time later. Consistency and reliability. Each deployment follows the same process. It worked on my machine surprises. The code AWS code pipeline was first we need to code commit means we need to write the code and then we need to build the code to optimize the code and then test the code whether the code build is correct or not and then we need to go for production in the code deploy. AWS CI/CD tools overview. First, AWS code commit, which we have seen here as source. A fully managed Git-based repository service by AWS. Use it to store your source code, track changes, and collaborate with teammates. You can securely push and pull code similar to GitHub or Bitbucket. Integrate seamlessly with code pipelines to automatically trigger builds when you commit code. Then AWS CodeBuild. CodeBuild was build and test, a fully managed build service that compiles your code, run unit test cases, and packages artifacts. Automatically scales to meet build demand, no server to manage. Users uses a buildspec.yml file to define build commands. Output logs to Amazon CloudWatch, making it easy to debug. And then the code deploy, which is for application deployment. First, EC2 instances and then AWS Lambda functions on premises services. It would get support from rolling deployment, blue or green deployments automatically roll back on failure. And then it will go for code pipeline, which we seen as deployment, production. That was like Orchester, connects and automates all stages of your CI/CD process, responds to events and triggers, code build to run builds, code deploy to release the app, visual dashboard to track pipeline progress, and then supports third party integrations as GitHub and Jenkins. step by step in the console. Means in the AWS console, we need to do the use cases that I will do in the next video. But a small explanation which I would give in the presentation was first we need to create code, a repo and push initial code and configure code build, which I mentioned. We need to write the code in buildspec.yml and then need to deploy appspec.yml and then we need to code pipeline, source, build, deploy. These are the main things in CI/CD. The benefits of CI/CD was automatic deployments after every code change, no manual steps to upload or configure servers. Code pipeline detects changes and runs the pipeline instantly. Faster collaboration with Git-based workflow. Team can work together with CodeCommit or GitHub. Every commit triggers the pipeline, ensures smooth integration. Centralized logging and monitoring means it will easy to debug the build or deployed issues with full visibility and deployment events are stored in Amazon CloudWatch and reliable and repeatable deployments. No human error, the same steps run every time. Ideal for maintaining consistency across environments, which was development environment or else testing environment or production environment. Built-in rollback supports with code deploy. If a deployment fails, code deploy can automatically roll back to previous working version. It gives downtime risk and downtime risk and production risk during fail deployments. Fully managed and scalable. No need to provision or manage your own servers for building or deploying. Pay as you go model. Scales based on usage. Thank you. This is the main concepts behind the CI/CD pipeline. Thank you.